from 6-figure business owner to working a 9-to-5 job. So we're gonna see what she talking about. Like I said, if you're new here, my name is Jonathan, 24 years old. I like talking about things, business, finance, reaction videos to a wide range of different topics. But definitely I like getting into the money. And then also, if you're returning to my channel, appreciate y'all for tuning in. I got the logo up there so y'all can tap in on my Instagram pages, all that good stuff. But let's get into it. From 6-figure business owner to working 9 to 5.
Some will say,
oh, she had the money roll.
That I had it all. The money.
Okay.
The cars. The clothes.
Okay.
And my own business.
Shout out this Miss Taffy. Shout out Miss Taffy.
In this cubicle. Working a 9-to-5 job. I don't want anybody to feel sad or feel like, oh, empathy for me or anything like that. Actually, my story, it could be inspiring for some. Let's take it back.
Okay.
Ever since I can remember, even in high school, I was a hustler. I sold candy. Listen, I don't know if y'all remember when the phones had the ringtones. I was putting ringtones.
She sound like me for real.
Phones.
She sound like me. She a hustler.
Listen,
she a hustler. We love hustlers, bro.
Anyway,
we love hustlers.
Money, I was doing it in high school.
You feel me?
And
I was selling candy in the 8th grade, bro. No bat. Yeah, the homies had candy in the locker room. It was getting to the point where me and my man would bring the chips. He had the hot Cheetos. He had a Cool Ranch, the Doritos. I had the candy. The biggest seller was the Slim Jims though. The Slim Jims. I used to do them like 25 cents a pop, bro. In middle school, bro, oh, them just would sell out like crazy. I used to be walking back home with a bag of cash, bro. Then they tried to shut down our whole operation because we was too hot. Like, we had that joint running. And when the end of the day, bro, everybody was, my man's Mel, Jay, they was like, I got snacks. He was like, of course. But then we got caught up in one of my homeroom classes because that's where we would link up at the end of the day. So we really had to tell people, go to the locker, give us the cash. We'd be like, hey, go to the locker, 223. Put the code in, type, get the snacks, you good. Cause like they was trying to shut down the whole operation, bro. They wasn't trying to see us one have motion.
My little bug. I joined the car club. I was doing the dang thing. Once I finished high school,
she was having paid.
I went to college. I went to Cal State Dominguez. My major was sociology. I didn't know what I wanted to be, but I figured like sociology, you can't go wrong. So while I'm in college, I had a part-time job. I was working, and I don't know if you guys remember the phones at the time. They're called sidekicks. I had a sidekick, and I'll be honest, I talk a lot. So I was in class talking to somebody, and I dropped my phone, and the screen cracked. And I'm like, no! When your phone is out of commission, you feel like you out of commission. So I'm like, I need my phone fixed. So I got on Craigslist at the time, and a gentleman said he could fix my phone in 15 minutes. I'm like, huh? And he was charging a lot for 15 minutes, but I'm like, whatever, I need my phone fixed. So we're gonna call the gentleman that fixed my phone that I met on Craigslist, Mike. So I met Mike, you guys, at the gas station. It was right by my school at the time. I hopped in his truck. I handed him my phone. He let me watch him fix it. It didn't even take 15 minutes, to be honest.
Yeah, and I'm quick.
I've got
what's some stores called? You fix, I break. I mean, you break, I fix.
For cards.
But whatever, I paid him the money. I was happy about my phone. You guys, he was trying to, I guess call himself date me. So he was like, hey, you want to hang out? You can ride with me while I do some repairs. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, he's trying to date. I'm trying to think of another revenue for money.
You feel me? She a hustler.
Things you don't mess around with. Food and money.
So I went with him. He was fixing phones. And he was fixing them, but then he was breaking them too. Mike was a cold piece. I'm like, you don't have to do this, Mike. Like in my head, I'm thinking like, no, I'd rather build a rapport and a relationship with somebody. I don't want to like, what are you doing? But you know, everybody don't think the same. So when I realized what he was doing, I'm like, oh, he's kind of shysty. I'm like, I'm gonna do it the right way. So I went on eBay and I started ordering broken sidekicks. So I'm getting the broken sidekicks and I'm getting the parts and I'm practicing.
Okay.
I practiced so much until I had a down pack. Now at this point, guess who on Craigslist? Posting their ad.
You feel me? You don't gotta reinvent the wheel. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Find something that works. Add your own swag to it. Add your own taste to it. Boom.
make.
But don't just like copy the dude. You know what I mean? I don't swag to it though.
I'm my competition, and I'm posting on Craigslist, and I'm getting business. I was young at the time, like I said, I was in college, so I knew I had to network. So I ended up finding these party promoters, and I had them put my business on the bottom of the flyer.
Good
I did
marketing.
that. I started going to cell phone stores. I made a business card. I'm like, hey, I come to you. So y'all, at this point, I'm booming. I'm fixing the phones. I'm like, yo, this is money. I was making so much money just fixing the phones, but I'm like, hold on, it gotta be more. So then
She
I
a
went back
hustler.
and I started getting like the colorful housing. So now I'm switching out housings. I'm doing a lot. Everything you could do to a sidekick, I was doing it. I was exhausted by this point because I'm working a regular job, going to school full time, and hustling. Luckily, after a while, you guys, I'm like, I started looking at my time and the money I was making on my part-time job. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just quit this
I'm done that job.
and do the sidekicks full time. And luckily, by this point, I met a gentleman by the name of Sale. He like, hey, come in my store. You can pay me rent and you can fix phones out of here. I'm like, I might as well do that because I'll be at one spot. It's less work, and then everybody can come to me. So I did that, you guys. I went to Sale's cell phone shop. I rented a little space from him, and I was fixing the phones. It's crazy, guys, because where I was at, it was a swap meet. It's not even there no more. I think it's a Family Dollar.
Damn.
But whatever, let's get back on the story. So I'm fixing the phones.
Things will
there,
change
and,
all the time.
I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. I bought me a new car. I had my mom get a car. I was just, listen, you know how you on top, you just spending. I'm doing good. I'm doing
Hold up.
real good. I bought me a new car. I had my mom get a car. I was just, listen, you know how you on
She was getting paid.
spending.
She was getting paid. She was getting paid. She was getting paid, bro.
That's what I was doing. I was young. Like,
What's the-
money management.
How much was she getting, bro?
What?
You a car and your mother a car?
After about,
Oh, she getting paid. She was getting paid.
I say about a year, we moved from the swap meet to an actual store.
She
And
was
it was
getting
right across the
paid.
street, you guys.
She
It's
was
a retail
getting
store. I'm
paid,
doing the
bro.
same thing. I'm paying rent, and I'm fixing the phones. I was there for a minute. All of a sudden, Sel was like, hey, he's selling the business. And I'm like, yo, this is my source of income. Like, huh? I was spending a lot of money, but luckily I was saving some because I was making so much at the time. So I prayed about it. So I ended up buying the business from him. I gave him like, I think it was like $11,000. And I took over the business.
She a hustler, bro. I like her, Miss Taffy. I like her. She a hustler. She know how to get it. She remind me of myself a lot, bro. Like, find a way out of no way. It's like that's what I be saying with entrepreneurship. It's like it's something that got to be in you. Hustling, it got to be in you. It can't really be like, I think no. Either you got it or you don't, bro. Like, it's simple as that. If you got it, you got it.
Let me remind you guys, my degree is in sociology, not business. So you got a 20-year-old.
Rule number one, fellas. Anybody watching this? If you're going to college, university, you never get a degree in anything in ology. Never get it, bro. Never get a degree that ends in ology. That's rule number one. Sociology, psychology, theology. You know what I mean? Like I said in my other video with the fashion design major, if you really trying to be like the next Virgil, you really trying to do your thing, by all means. But if it's something that you like, the major is something you like, you know what I mean? You don't got to make a lot of money. Don't do it, bro. No sociology, no nothing, bro. Don't do that.
20, I think I was like
You gonna take $30,000 for sociology?
2024.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do
You
that.
got a 20-year-old running a business. I didn't have no business savvy, no business knowledge. Now I have to run the entire store. And then at the time we had Boost Mobile and Metro PCS. It was more on my plate.
If you're new to my
But
channel,
luckily,
appreciate
I had a
y'all
great-
tuning
I'll
in,
say
man. My
mentor,
name's
I'll call her
Jonathan.
Jackie.
24 years old. All things business, finance, reaction videos. You feel me? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I find some value to this. You know what I mean? Follow me on social medias up above. But let's get back to this video. You feel me? If you're returning, appreciate you as well.
Was there.
From
And,
business
you know,
owner,
Jackie, she was older than me.
From
She taught me
six-figure business owner
so
to
much
working a
about
9-to-5
business,
job right
just
now.
life in general.
She was getting paid. She's
and
getting
just
paid.
knowing what to do, what not to do, and just running a successful business. So while Jackie was there, you guys, I created a website called Phone Buzz. And then with Phone Buzz, I sold screens, keyboards, mouse, anything for a cell phone repair that you needed, I had it. And then all my local cell phone stores was coming to me buying the parts. You
Okay.
guys,
She was plugged in.
I was making so much money.
How much she making, bro? What the? What the? She made 200 grand gross. She made 200 grand gross, bro. Whoa. January she made roughly 40,000 in January. about 7,000 in February. 14 bands in March. April 16. May 19. June 22, 43. She was getting paid, bro. She was getting paid. What? Paid? Off the phone? And mind you, she said this was like when she was in her 20s. I think she's probably like early 30s. So this was probably like, let's give or take 10, 12 years ago. Probably like 2010s. Probably like 2010s type vibe. 200?
It was
200?
so much money. And then, mind you, I'm fixing the
She
phones.
was getting 200.
Still, I'm buying the phones that's broken, and I'm putting them on.
200 grand as a 23, 24-year-old, bro.
So, I got my eBay revenue, my repair revenue,
She a hustler.
my website revenue,
Multiple streams.
and my business revenue from Metro, PCS, and Boost.
Multiple streams, bro.
Yeah. Money, it came to me freely, and I was grateful. Jackie ended up quitting one day. Luckily, my friend's brother came in. Rest in peace. I miss him. I'm about to cry. My friend.
Hey, check this out. So I stopped buying random lotto tickets and started doing this instead.
My friend brother Pete, he came to help me. I was getting overwhelmed. I was doing a lot. So by this point, I stopped fixing phones, and then Apple had sent me a letter of talking about cease and desist.
Dang!
I was selling all the Apple parts because they said I wasn't getting it from them and copyright. It was a lot. So now all we have is me buying the phones, putting them on eBay, and my actual revenue from the actual Boost Mobile and Metro PCS at the time. It was slowing down. And then the cell phone store opened up like literally 2 blocks down from me.
That's the thing about business and entrepreneurship, bro. It's like things could be going well for months, maybe even years at a time, but when the market change, it can mess up your whole thing. That's why you always got to be able to adapt, or you got to be ahead of the trends, bro. You got to be innovative. Same with sneakers, bro. I had a great run with sneakers probably from 20 reselling. Well, I'll say reselling in general. 2014 to probably 2022. That was a great run, bro. But nothing lasts forever. It's still some money now, but it's not how it used to been. The Fed rates, the interest rates go up. Pandemic, people focused on food and survival. They're not worried about buying sneakers, bro. You got to adapt. I had to adapt my market. I had to change my business structure. I had to open new businesses, find different ways to make money. So it's like entrepreneurship is never just a straight path. It's always going up and down, bro. Always going up and down.
They opened up, and that business slowed down even more then. I didn't know if I wanted to sell my business or just get a job. So I'm like, you know what? Before I sell it, let me get a job and see if I could maintain a different balance. So I used my degree, and I got a job in child welfare, and I'm still there to this day. It's stressful, but
I'm an advocate for working 2 jobs. I say you always had a side business and then work full time too. I'm an advocate for that.
You know,
multiple streams, bro. Because that payment, that check every 2 weeks, it hit, bro. With entrepreneurship, you never know when your next check gonna come, bro. Sometimes some months be more than others, bro. There's times I made thousands in a month. Next month I made me a couple hundred, bro. You know what I mean? It can change.
I feel like, you know, it's rewarding in that way because I'm working my job. I'm working Tuesday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Dang, what you doing?
Right. Tuesday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 7 p.m. That's taking up all my time.
Yeah,
so it's like,
that's
oh
hard.
my goodness. And you know, when you're not in your business, it's not the same. So
It's
he is
definitely
no
not.
longer working there. I have more employees, different employees there. Shout out to Jazz. She tried to hold the store afloat as long as she could. Ow! They trying to take your girl out. Oh, what stuff going on? I wasn't making any money. It was stuff going on.
Dang.
And then the pandemic hit. I said, come on. What? They trying to take your girl out.
Dang. That's what I'm saying, bro. That pandemic messed a lot of things
I'm
up.
like, you know what? That's it. That's it. I'm about to try to sell this business because the business was no longer making any sense or sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, let me sell it because now I'm working at my job. I don't have the time to be in there. And then when you're not in your business, it doesn't run the same. It just doesn't run the same. It was hard. It was getting hard. And I'm like, dang, do I just give it up? Like, I felt like I was giving up on my baby.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to my landlord. Mind you guys, I've been there over 10 years at this point.
Dang.
I'm like, hey, I'm about paying the rent or whatever. He like, oh, I'm going up on the rent.
This is why with the landlords, they got the power, bro. The ones with the power, bro, they can easily say, your rent going up $200. What you gonna do about it, bro?
Oh, you going up on the rent, buddy? Hold on.
That's
buddy.
crazy, bro.
You're going up on the rent. I don't want to be here no more. On here by October 15th, you know, I'm gonna be out of here. It's October 6th.
He said, I don't care. He said, I need my money on. He said, I need my money on.
Woo! So yes, so I told him, by October 15th, I'm gonna be out of here.
So what you doing now?
Without investment,
That's
life-changing
crazy, bro.
medical breakthroughs slow down. Cities, banking, markets, and services businesses deliver global financial support.
Hey, if y'all tapped in with me still, I appreciate y'all tuning in. We back into the next topic real soon. Wrap this video up real quick. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Hit them post notifications for me. That joint was a little
I'm a
trappy.
very smart woman, so I know I'll come back with something even better. I believe someone
That's the
YouTube, I see a
mindset.
reseller going to yard sales and selling us stuff.
Reselling.
And I'm like, bro.
She a hustler. She gonna definitely find some other
I can do
ways.
that? Yeah. And I haven't looked back since.
She on a reselling kit.
I'm still working my job.
I'm gonna wrap this up. Hey, shout out Miss Taffy though. This is an inspiring story, bro. Inspiring story. That's a true hustler. A true hustler. Making $200 grand a year, to closing the business, to working a 9 to 5, to starting something else. She remind me of myself, bro.